It's round 7 of the NPL women's competition, and we've got the last two clubs to win the premiership facing off in a Sunday special. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Koplik Family Sports Park here in Tallebudgera. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful afternoon here on the Gold Coast. It's James Coughlin here in commentary to take you through all the action over the next 2 hours live on FQTV. Gold Coast United will be hoping for a happy homecoming after the starting season with a litany of road games. They've got a short turnaround after going down to Eastern Heath Park on Wednesday night. Can they pick up their first win of the season against a competition benchmark? Their lineup today: the goalkeeper, Prue Donahoe, 2, Ellie Fryer, 3, Momo Hayashi, 5, Jessie Rashett, 6, Claudia Dankert, 9, Bronte Rose, 10, Dee Thompson, 12, Zoe Corbett, 13, Kiri Dale, 14, Charlie Farmer, 27, Charlie Adamson, and on the bench 4, Annabelle Gibson, 11, Nadine Keast, 19, Astia Neckerbrook, 20, Amy Langworthy. For Lions, they are off to a perfect start through 5 games and showing no signs of slowing down, bolstering their ranks with the return of star attacker Mariel Hecker today, who will only help the league's best strike force. They're backing up from midweek duty against Penn Power, and this is a side Rob Askew has selected. The goalkeeper, Ellie Chappell. Number 2, Chelsea Blissett. 3, Cannon Clough. 5, Maddie Teakle. 6, Tegan Thompson. 9, Tia Uppo. 10, Tegan Riding. 13, Zara Kruger. 14, Amy Gunston. 16, Ish Norrie. 19, Tayana Karambasis. And then on the bench, 8, Mariel Hecker. 11, Tara O'Keefe. 12, Sarah Bonifant. And 17, Abby Everts. You can just see the captains there going through the formalities of the pre-game coin toss. It will be Gold Coast United in their yellow home strip, Lions in predominantly white, and actually looks like Amy Gunston will be lining up on the left today, Tia Apo on the right, with Ish Norrie, the winner of the 2020 Premiership with Gold Coast United, operating just in behind in that attacking midfield role, with Tegan Riding at the point of the attack. Our referee today, Caitlin Troy. Assistant referees, Mitchell Booth and Rachel Solomon. And plenty of connections between these clubs. And we are underway on the coast. Hayashi, that long searching ball forward, trying to pick out Thompson. And throw in favour of Gold Coast. See a few blankets already making their way out in the long afternoon shadows from those that have come out to watch this afternoon. Fryer with the strong header. Blissett put under a bit of pressure by Rose, and now back it goes for Chappell, and she'll be able to pick out Teagle. And Thompson keeping the pressure on early. Now Clough on the right foot to try and clear the lines. Good early pressure from Gold Coast United. Dankert. And back for Dale, one of a couple of off-season acquisitions for Sarah Evans as she takes over from Alex Bundelow. There's Dale just trying to work something out with her former Souths teammate, Bronte Rose. Wants to kit it out for Gold Coast United. Norrie got under pressure by Hayashi. She can get the ball through. Rose with the shot, saved by Chappell. Thompson now looking for the second attempt, and that one will be deflected behind by Teagle. Good start for the home side. Corner delivered up, looking for Hayashi and Rashid at the back post, but said it'll be tempted to go for the spectacular by Dankert. Blissett putting it on the left foot, getting it to Norrie. Corbett. To do some defensive duty. Looks like Zoe Corbett. She's playing right back with Hayashi in central midfield, but now she's going to have to get back and try and stop Amy Gunston. And she does just enough to hold up the ball for Prue Donahoe. Slight change up in formation from what we saw on Wednesday by the looks of it. Dale angles a pass up the sideline, and Rose is able to pick the pocket of Clough. And back for Thompson. She'll push it in for Rose. Rashid stepping out of the defensive pairing with Ellie Fryer. Now Hayashi. He's got a sublime range of passing. Farmer. And back Hayashi. Corbett's out wide for support. Hayashi losing out to Gunston. Gold Coast still holding on to the ball, searching for a way through. Rashid with a beautiful ball forward, but just a bit too much on that one, ahead of Rose and Thompson. It's Blissett. What does it seem though? Hayashi back in action for Gold Coast. We missed her in most of 2021 as she recovered from an ACL injury suffered late on in 2020. What a presence she is for Gold Coast. And now Adamson. Get by Thompson, but Experience of Thompson wins out, getting the ball back for Gunston. Teagle. That one forward for Arpo. Karambasas just a bit late on Hayashi, but well, it was enough there for the foul on Hayashi. Talking about the Gold Coast United coaching change as well. Sarah Evans still being supported by Alex Bundelow, who's just offering some advice there on the sideline. But Evans, after good period with the under-23s, is up now with the senior team, and there it almost breaks for Rose. Chappell got a hand to it. Now Arpo stretching out and playing it forward. Riding is only able to watch that one over the sideline. Fryer only play it for Karambasas. And picked off in midfield quite well by Dankert. And now Riding's got to step in behind Fryer there and tries to go through the legs. Well saved by Donahoe. Excellent work there by the Gold Coast keeper. Rose holding it up. Thompson playing it off Teagle for the throw-in. A shot from range, and that's not going to have the power on it to really trouble Chappell too much. Searching ball, but Thompson tracking back well, but Dell's pass only picked out. Now Riding on the turn, but Rashid once again reading that quite well. Here's Norrie, the Raw captain. The no-nonsense challenge there is sort of a couple of Gold Coast players. Kruger on the ball in midfield. Now Karambasas. Blizzard trying to find an angle of space, but Corbett now has got a chance to kickstart a counter-attack and keep a run forward after sending it off for Rashid. Now Hayashi. Corbett able to get that one back, and now Hayashi going from range. Momo Hayashi off the post, so close to beating Chappell. Now on the follow-up, Clough. Now Gunston just checking the ball back. Karambasas switching the play over to the far side. Only roll over to the Sarah Evans. will have to go back and chase that one. Donahoe sends it back for Fryer. Norrie just expertly putting the pressure on in midfield. Kruger seeing off Thompson. Now loose touch there, and Adamson getting it through. Rose back now. Here's Adamson in space and just waited a second too long to get the shot away, and that allowed Blissett to come across and get the block. Now Gunston. Corbett getting back in position, but duo of Corbett and Hayashi forcing Lions back. It has been a fairly even opening 10 minutes thus far. Good chances both ways. Donahoe getting down low to deny Teagan riding, and Hayashi's long shot from range. Rose controlling the throw in. There goes Dale, getting it to Hayashi. Should be pulling the strings from midfield today by the looks of it. Gold Coast, they are chasing their first win of the season so far. Just 3 draws and the 1 defeat. Only down largely to 2 goals so far in the league. Something that Evans will have to try and address with this side. But at the back, only 3 goals conceded. They have arguably one of the best, if not the best, centre-back pairing in the entire competition in Fryer and Rashid. And when needed, Hayashi as well. Not to mention their striker today, Bronte Rose, did spend some time at centre-back for Souths last year, so it's fair to say defensively Gold Coast are quite well set up, and possibly Kiri Dale might be the one to give them the attacking spark here, as that ball was diffused by Blissett. Now back it goes for Clough. Comfortably bounce into the hands of Donahoe. Corbett pushed a bit further forward, but no way through Thompson. Excellent work by Kruger, winning the ball back for Lions. Won all 5 of their games so far, and now Weston thought about a shot from range, couldn't make it happen, but Charlie Farmer might be able to on the second attempt. Farmer so close, now on the bound. Can Rose get to it? She cannot. And that one eventually is kept in by Thompson. I'd love to have brought you a replay of that, and eventually that one is behind off Teakle. But how close did Charlie Farmer go? It's the second time they've had Chapel beaten from range. That deflected ball in from Dale won't reach the 6-yard box, so behind it goes for another corner. Thompson opts for the more direct delivery this time. Plenty of tall timber, Gold Coast, the central defensive pairing, Rashid and Fryer will make their run. Thompson, can she find the head? Instead gets it to Hayashi, and that one just lobs behind, and will be Ellie Chappell getting us back underway with the goal kick. One's over the fence, so back will come now for a Lions throw-in. Getting it over for Blissett. Beautiful ball to pick out Thompson. She's trying to get the ball around Corbett, which she does, but not enough on it to reach Riding. So 2 goals so far for Gold Coast United in the league. Played all their games on the road. This is their first home one. It's Farmer. Can't find a way through Thompson. Gold Coast more than capable of scoring in the Kappa Women's Super Cup. Just a casual 8-0 win over the QAS, and that followed up 6-1 over Southwest Queensland Thunder. Scoring, however, has not been an issue for Lions. 4 of their 5 games in the NPL Women's have had 5 or more goals scored. Dell has a pocket picked and Riding, and Rashid able to knock it away before Riding could do too much damage. There's Thompson now able to find a bit of space, but can only find Clough with her pass. Arpo. And Gunston, she's all alone in the box if he can be picked out, and Donahoe had to catch that one first time. Rashid, and high press doing its job now for Lions. Here's Riding. Find a way through Fryer. And the ball goes into the box now, finding Thompson at the back post and unable to get a clean touch on it. There's Corbett. Able to play it towards the sideline, and despite her best efforts, that is going to be a Lions throw-in, still at the attacking end. And Norrie putting the pressure on there, and Fryer with nowhere else to go, forced to play it behind. Square ball for Riding. Farmer is knocking it away and acrobatically brought back into the mix by Norrie, but Fryer is able to see off Riding. The ball was drilled forward, and so far forward it goes all the way to Chapel. Blissett. Adamson. Yeah, now Rose. Not Rose, Thompson. Rose was going to be the recipient of that pass, but instead Thompson kept it. There's D. Thompson almost in a left fullback role to Kiri Dale have a spell up front, and she's in a foot race for the ball now with Clough, and Clough just calmly rolls it underneath the leaping Gold Coast attacker. And riding was just a bit offside. Hayashi. Now Fryer. And Gold Coast, who have rattled the woodwork twice, have to do their best to try and find a way through. Lions, on the other hand, we know just how dangerous they can be. They'll try and get themselves back into a match that, if you're scoring it at home, we would be shading the home side slightly, but that can change in an instant like this one. There's Dono, so calm. Going to have to continue to be calm again as Corbett got barreled over by Karambasis. Either player was not necessarily at fault there, but and we'll just wait for the restart of play. Rashid, with a pair of white jerseys bearing down on her, can only fire that one over the sideline. From the looks of it, I think she was appreciative of the call from her teammates. And Blissett able to see off Adamson. Now space for Thompson, and the reason she was in that space is because she was offside. Skipping by a couple of would-be defenders. She knows this ground quite well. It's just continued to grow as a player, Ishinori. And here is Thompson in space. Corbett flying back, and Thompson is able to win the corner off Corbett. See Karambasis and Good job by Gunston getting that pass off. And Corbett, only real option there was to give up the set piece. Let that ball get into the danger zone. Here comes the corner and goes into the side of the goalpost. And the scoreboard remains unchanged through 25 minutes. It's round 7 clash of NPL Women's Queensland. Congress had their bye in the first round. This is their 5th game. Lions, they'll have played 6 after this one, and if this goes the way Rob Askew will have dreamt up in his head, it'll be 6 wins from 6 matches. This is a side that dominated all comers over the last 12 plus months. Through last season, I think, with just 2 draws to their name. On the way to a resounding premiership and championship double. Now back it goes, shot in from range, and that was a bit of a nervy moment for Chappell as it fizzed across the face of the goal. So Rose knocking it back to Thompson. And it was Dankert. First time shot that she couldn't quite get on target. Kruger riding the challenge of Hayashi. And last touch off Thompson. And a heavy touch by Clough as that gets pounced on by Thompson, and Thompson is remonstrating with Caitlin Troy, the referee, saying that she was held back by Clough. What are you doing there? There's just a bit of a discussion going on in the headsets between the match officials, and riding, that one may officially go down as a shot on target, but Donahoe not too troubled by that. Fryer going long, and Clough going to let that one run, and eventually is able to backtrack well. Gold Coast certainly pushing that attacking left flank at the moment. One eventually goes over the sideline as Thompson is the last one to connect with it by the looks of it. Now off the head of Rashett, and strong again to nullify the threat of Tegan riding. Corbett, no, those two know each other quite well. It was fun seeing players going up against their good friends, and extra competitive fire that seems to bring out in them. Clough under pressure by Rose, but Does enough to get it to Kruger. The youngster is back on the ball. Kruger. It's out for Thompson, but once again the offside flag as a result of a well-held line by Ellie Fryer and Jesse Rashett. Last time these sides met, it was technically a Gold Coast United home game, but that one got moved to Lions Stadium. And that was a 4-1 win for Lions. Now Fryer. Thompson and Dale just not quite on the same page with that one. And now the pressure being applied by Lions, and well worked by Ryden to get that one back, but Dankert just trying to put a bit of backspin on that one to keep it in for Dale to chase down, but not enough, as it would seem. This game just has settled into a bit of a midfield arm wrestle as it stands. Both sides trying to fashion chances, and this almost was it for Lions. And Kruger getting by Corbett and Farmer there, but it's a misplaced pass. That was round 3 of 2021 NPL 2. The goal scorers that night for Lions. Amy Gunston opened things up after 21 minutes. Also got a second one in the 92nd minute. There was an own goal in 51 minutes and Shay Connors in the 91st. That 91st minute goal from Connors was the insurance after Zoe Corbett scored in the 81st minute. Now Teakle. Forward it goes, Riding. But a perfectly timed challenge there from Rashett. And that's left a bit of a mark there on Tegan Riding. Still down. Let's check out the replay. And it was definitely a football-only challenge, well, football-first challenge for Jessie Rashett. And the good news is, Riding back on her feet. She appears ready to lay down the law once again. Off over now, Karambasis. And Gold Coast breaking forward in numbers, and they could have an opportunity here. Thompson, she'll square it over for Corbett. Corbett trying to get it back, but look at the number of white jerseys that are back. However, Norrie has been called for the foul there on Zoe Corbett. Let's check out the break again. Corbett, just the pressure on the back. And so Momo Hayashi, is this the range for her? Miss Troy marks out the required 10 yards as Lions slowly get their wall back the required distance. And so a couple of steps forward already from Norrie. There's Hayashi. And just a bit too much air on that one. Momo Hayashi. Not close to the edge of the 18-yard box. It is quite tough to get it up and over, especially if the wall decides to jump. And Rose puts some pressure on Blissett and forces a loose kick out of bounds. Corbett's long throw. It's intercepted by Thompson. And Fryer getting back, and Whiting would have been eventually able to receive some support from Norrie. And the press from Lions now trying to force Gold Coast into a mistake. Hayashi. There's now Gunston. Rashett. Gunston. Just a bit too heavy on the touch, and that one will roll through for Donohoe. Corbett. There's that one off the back of Adamson. Clough, as she can only find Hayashi, who's been immense so far in midfield, and excellent first time ball out, and Chappell is off her line well. That ball eventually just rolled into the 18-yard box. It's probably a bit early to be wondering when we might see Mariel Hecker brought into the match, but it's a pretty solid ace up the sleeve to have for Rob Askew and the Lions staff. Rashett, Farmer, back to Rashett. Trying to turn the corner with the pass, and now this could be an opening for Riding. If she can get by Hayashi, she'll have to deal with a dogged defender, and Riding gets called for the foul on Hayashi. Watching out the replay of those two battling for the ball. And Hayashi just putting on the afterburners to get body position on Riding. Arpo able to get inside Dale, and Gunston is free at the back post if he can find her, and instead only plays it off Jessie Rashett. Could not have been positioned better for that. And just created enough space for Tia Arpo, and you could see Gunston wide open and would have had a gaping goal either side of Prue Donohoe. We'll just allow Blissett to replace the ball and for the delivery and off the heads of, well, I don't want to differentiate between Fryer and Rashid, so we'll say it was both of them. Both went for the ball and both got a piece of it. And on the turn, but Kruger read that one like a book. Gold Coast again with the press, and here's Thompson able to get the ball ahead of Clough. D. Thompson into the box. Will she square it for Rose or go herself? And she'll go straight at the keeper. And now here is Farmer trying to get a bit of space, but well saved there by Ellie Chappell. Now going the other way, it is Lions. And Riding will go from range, and oh my goodness, from one end to the other, Lions have taken the lead. Tegan Riding, how about that? And unselfishly given up there by Tia Apo, and a first-time hit by Tegan Riding. Wow. Just when Gold Coast United were thinking they might be building up a string of opportunities, instead, it had to be Tegan Riding. Let's not forget the work of Ellie Chappell at the other end to deny that opportunity for D. Thompson. And Rashid, she's got two Lions attackers around her, but able to hold them off. Hayashi fizzes it out for Thompson, and Thompson, if someone's going to equalise for Gold Coast, it's likely to be her. She'll cut it back, get it on the right foot. D. Thompson. And that was an excellent effort. Coming back, and before Karen Barsis could come back and cover that. Chappell, who's been saved by the woodwork a couple of times, has also come up with some good saves to keep Gold Coast at bay. Fryer returning that one with a little bit of interest. Clough deciding to keep it in. Teagle. The scoreboard sorted out for you now. Lions 1-0 to the good as we move into the final 60 seconds of first half normal time. It's been an enthralling first half and a crunching challenge there. Chelsea Blissett. No prisoners with that one. Dankert gives up the throw in, which Teagle will take. One back now by Hayashi. She got a moment of magic to close out the first half. Trying to unleash Thompson again. Clough for company, and Clough Stands up strong in the tackle. Throw in taken quickly by Thompson, but to no avail. Forces Gold Coast to reset. Fryer able to get her away from one Lions player, and Hayashi a bit too aggressive in that challenge, and free kick taken quickly. It's Gunston one-on-one with Rashid. And Rashid able to see off that one, albeit at the cost of the throw-in. Just knocking that one over the sideline, taking a few extra seconds off the clock. And Hayashi, the interception, and we could be headed for the break any second now, but not just yet. Up the range, Penn Power having a fun Sunday afternoon against Southwest Queensland Thunder. 5 goals for the good. You can catch all the highlights or on-demand replays of those matches on FQTV. NPL and FQPL 1 in the women's competition. But in the meantime, that will be the end of what has been a very entertaining first half between Gold Coast United and Lions. Tegan Riding has scored the goal that separates the two sides, but Coast United have gone close on many occasions. D. Thompson forcing a save out of Ellie Chappell, while Momo Hayashi and Charlie Farmer have rattled the woodwork. We'll be back with the second half after these messages.
Today we're at Goodwin Park, home of Olympic FC, with the equaliser campaign yet again. We were very lucky tonight. We actually had Stephen Huang, the candidate for the LNP, and Graham Perrott, who's the ALP member for this electorate. Fantastic home crowd that we had, and they actually got to talk to the crowd and tell them their plans about how they will be committing to female football going forward. We're investing in Olympic FC. Not only for the future, but potentially as a training base for the Women's World Cup next year. Why the Equaliser campaign? Well, the Equaliser campaign is part of Legacy 23. Football Australia put the Legacy 23 plan together to try and leverage the FIFA Women's World Cup, which is coming next year to Australia and New Zealand. Community facilities are an integral part of improving the capacity and capability of clubs all across the country, and Equaliser plays its part. We identified that only 35% of female facilities across the nation are actually female friendly, and we're aiming for 100%. So the Equaliser campaign is calling upon all sides of politics to support women's football through female-friendly facilities that give enclosed showers, toilets and change, and make a safe, inviting environment for them. If I had one message to Stephen and Graham, moving on from this event today, is that you've seen how important this club is to the community. Now all you've got to do is invest in that community and deliver female players within this club to make sure that they have equal opportunities, the same as the men.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Vito Sports pride themselves on delivering top-quality FIFA regulation-compliant goals. Each goal is made from durable, high-density, thick aluminium and then finished in a white powder coat. To provide quick delivery, Vito Sports stock all goals in this range within their Brisbane distribution warehouse, allowing customers to quote, order and deliver in a matter of days. If you'd like to inquire about the Vito Sports goal range, email us at admin@vitosports.com.
They say you can't choose your family, but you can choose your football family. A family has legends you look up to. And the up-and-comers. A family pitches in and works together as a team. We have the ones who keep us in check, and we motivate each other to be the best. Be the best! But it's my brothers and my sisters who always have my back. That's why even my real family love my football family. So what are you waiting for? Join our team. Come on!
Welcome back to Koplik Family Sports Park here in Tallabudra for the second half of this NPL Women's Round 7 clash between Gold Coast United and Lions FC. The players are back on the field. The officials are back on the field. James Coughlin here back in the commentary booth. And it is Lions 1 goal to the good thanks to Tegan Riding in the 41st minute. And it will be the home side who will probably feel a little bit harshly done by based on the weight of chances in that opening stanza. And it rattled the posts a couple of times. Forced a couple of big saves out of Ellie Chappell, but no breakthrough for them. And now Lions will to go on with the job as Zoe Corbett is put under very early pressure from the kickoff. Shannon Clough, of several members of the Brisbane Roar A-League women's squad from the season just gone. Jessie Rashid, who busy first half. Momo Hayashi get a shot on target from just about anywhere. Can also pick a pass. Couldn't pick that one. Dankert winning the free kick off Ish Norrie. It will be Hayashi from this area. It is the range for her to just get one in and around the penalty spot. Let's see if there can be a bit of panic cause there, but Dankert, she's gone back down now. That would not have been the way Gold Coast would have been wanting to start the second half with an injury to one of their midfielders. I'm told that is Tegan Riding's 174th goal and 105th for Lions FC. So pretty impressive career she's had, and not looking like slowing down just yet. And Corbett thought about pushing that one forward a few extra metres, and Hayashi actually just want to play it on. No, Hayashi with a handful of players to aim for. Rose, Thompson among the options. She will put that one up towards Fryer at the back post, and left-footed attempt by Rose. Can't get the direction it needs. One of the spectators behind the goal bringing the ball back for Ellie Chappell. Now Blissett to Corbett, Hayashi. And over it goes, Hayashi. Perfectly weighted ball through for Rose. And that's still alive there for Gold Coast, but Adamson, I beg your pardon, can't get the shot on target. And Hayashi playing in a slightly more advanced role. Looks like she'll be the one to unlock the chance for Gold Coast United as Chappell sped off her line to that chance to an end. Uppo back now for Karambasis. Here go Lions with the run from Karambasis, but Hayashi is at the pass. Kruger looking to start something out. And beautiful work by Thompson to keep the run going. If you can get around Clough, which is no easy feat. And Clough is actually able to sort of slow down Thompson. He fires the ball in, but Blissett got in the way, and slice there by Fryer. Hayashi. Corbett making a run ahead of her, but step to check it back. So change being prepared on the Gold Coast bench. Clever turn by Kruger. And the offside flag goes up against Gunston, and will that change be made for Gold Coast United? It will. And we'll just confirm who came on. I believe it was Annabelle Gibson. Just wait for confirmation. The jersey number. And it is Gibson who's come on for presumably the injured Dankert. Riding, just getting by the challengers. Riding, sees an option from range and can't get that one over Donahoe. Here is Thompson now. She sprays that one off target, but Corbett is able to retrieve. Adamson. Gibson losing out to Kruger. Off. The options ahead of her and trying to get it to Norrie. Hayashi. Hayashi can't get the return ball for Dale. Instead, it's out under the attention of Riding. Teakle now to restart play. These Lions have definitely been put to the test this evening. And Thompson skipping by Teakle and try and bend the ball to the back post, but Chappell is alert to the threat. Hayashi gets it forward now for Adamson, who's felled, I believe, by Thompson. So now, what can Momo Hayashi do? She's had one from right on the edge of the 18-yard box, and also had an attacking free kick from just inside halfway. What's she thinking from this range, Momo Hayashi? And she'll take the shot on from range, and Chappell will happily see that one over the crossbar, and I think she would have had that one covered had it have been a bit lower. Just how sweetly Hayashi strikes the ball. Fry sending it all the way back for Donahoe, and you hear the encouragement from the Lions sideline. Just keep pushing. Thompson, she tries to get around Teakle, and defender wins that battle. Back it goes. Thompson now trying to close down Clough, and that pressure could pay dividends here. Rose. Back for Farmer with the ball through. Thompson. She'll have to try and push it back, and it had stayed in apparently. A few of the Lions players perhaps thought it was over the byline. Chelsea Blissett continuing to argue her side's case. But now she'll have to turn her attention back to stopping this Gold Coast attack, which is threatened without a breakthrough so far. But work by Thompson. Wherever it goes for Rashid as Gold Coast to size up their options. Now it goes Corbett. Well work now Adamson, if she can find the right delivery into the box for Rose, but Clough was up to the challenge. Corbett now battling for the ball as continues to press, and Gibson. Can't be kept in on the far side. Annabelle Gibson making her 51st appearance for Gold Coast United this afternoon. Her 50th came midweek against Easts. And now Corbett just doing some running repairs. And Clough just calmly playing it back. Driven ball forward, picking out Rose. Gibson. It goes for Corbett, who's fixed whatever was ailing her. Hayashi. Clipping it over the top, and Chappell is going to win the race for that one. Goes all the way back now for Chapel. Thompson almost getting onto that one. Farmer. Gibson on the turn now, but all the way for Fryer. He can use that left foot to get it over for the right foot of Rashid. The pocket is picked. And now out it goes. Here's Riding looking for a second. And what about the shot? And Fryer with the challenge, but Riding has stayed down. And you can hear a few cries from the Lions bench. Make your own judgments on that one. A good sign for Tegan Riding, who's already gone down once this evening. He's faced a very tough test all afternoon. Last time they met down here, Riding scored a brace. And what was a resounding 5-0 win for Lions. 5-0 back in May 2021. The head-to-head records overall. Lions 4 wins, 2 draws. Just the 1 win for Gold Coast United. Remember one of those draws at this venue actually, 2019. Middle of that season, it was, from memory, the starting debut of one Bella Shuttleworth in goals. It was a very entertaining 2-2 draw. Between those two sides, which the scoring may have to pick up just a little bit to reach that pace, but the scores that afternoon for Gold Coast United were Henzie Aikens and one Zoe Corbett. And for those wondering at home, Corbett may actually be a dark horse here to score for the home side. She's the only Gold Coast United player in the records that got at hand to score twice against Lions. Ishinori and Dee Thompson have also credited with a goal. Meanwhile, Amy Gunston has 4 goals against Gold Coast United. Long kicking from Hayashi, and it's loose in the box. And much to the chagrin of Karen Bastos, that's going to be another free kick now for Gold Coast United. I think it was just for the possibly late collision there with Gibson, and I think the floodlights have finally kicked in. Here is Thompson, and she'll take the low driving effort, and that's comfortably taken by Chapel. Calls for the ball from Norrie. And Riding, who's back on her feet, will just hit and hope. Possibly trying to catch Donahoe out off her line. Goes forward for Dale. Tinkle got a foot to it, but now over it goes. And Chappell is off her line and able to get to it ahead of Adamson and Rose. Thompson now has to be the furthest one back and get it back for Donahoe. See some warm-ups taking place on the Lions bench. Dale is unable to unlock the Lions defence with that pass. Gibson, though, now back for Farmer and all the way back for Rashett. And Farmer putting it through for Corbett. Enough of a touch from Blissett. Lions winning the throw-in. Harpo. Gibson doing the dirty work and winning it back. Riding can't find a way around Fryer again, who's by and large today been playing at a very high level. And Hayashi. And Teakle. Now back, Norrie. See who Gibson was targeting that. With that out wide for Thompson. And now Dale on the turn. Now back for Thompson. If she can to pick out Rose perhaps at the back post, or Corbett. Karambas is there to mop up the pass from Corbett. Lions just need to find a little bit of insurance here. Feel much more optimistic if they were further ahead, and they could have an opportunity now, but Gunston can't get enough on that clip over the top. I think that is Mariel Hecker being made ready, and she could be the one to strike that final blow for Lions. If Tegan Riding can't do it first, but instead Rashett, just for the safety of the sideline. Doesn't amount to a whole lot of anything for the visitors. Dale with the misplaced pass. Kruger. Such as the talent of this Lions side. Zara Kruger, one of two Australian representatives that have been named in the last week. In fact, tomorrow morning, Kruger will be off to Wollongong for the Junior Matildas camp. And back, Tegan Thompson goes now to retrieve that. Well, takes a deflection off Karen Barsis. That's the other player named in an extended squad, Chelsea Blissett, named in Mel Andretta's extended Australian representative squad to take on the AFF Women's Championships in the Philippines from July 4 to 17. Congratulations to both of those players. Very well-deserved recognition. We'll have changes coming up for both sides. Not too long between interruptions. We may have players needing to go through another warm-up, but looks like that will be the change after Fryer comes over. We'll just check the action on the halfway. Looks like. Tia Apo. And welcome back to the NPL, Mariel Hecker. And I did see Dee Thompson heading over towards the sideline. Coming on is Nadine Keast in jersey number 11. And that could almost have been the moment there for Gunston. It was well saved. Riding. As we'll get you back to live action now. That throw-in taken by Maddie Teagle. Now is the corner for the visitors. Blissett. So it clearly wasn't Dee Thompson who was withdrawn. Still on the pitch. Just swap sides to allow Keith to take up station on that left flank, but right now it's all about the defensive work. Goes in for Riding, now returning the ball out for Teagle. Skip by Dale, get it across for Riding, and just at that awkward height, couldn't get a foot to it and couldn't drop the head. And Kruger, Lions looking to turn up the heat. Just doing a quick scan of the players. Just doing a quick scan of the players still on the pitch. I believe it might have been Zoe Corbett who was taken off. No, that's not injury related. There's a free kick now for Lions towards the near post, and played behind by Dale. And Lions appealing for another corner. Took a touch off a Gold Coast player amongst the crowd of bodies at the near post. What could Hecker have in store? Just lurking top of the top of the 18-yard box. And it goes, nodded away. And here is Hecker. Teagle. Back now for Hecker. It's a bit too much on that for the fullback. And now here's Fryer. And that ball gets clipped forward, but too far forward for Rose. And Hayashi saw the offside flag and didn't want to do too much more running. Gunston kind of disagrees with that decision. Not very happy. Rob Askew is on the Lions bench right now. And perhaps that offside free kick getting moved back might placate him some. Or not. It's shaping up to be a tense final 12 minutes. As Gold Coast searches for an equaliser. Keast. She can't hold on to the ball as it's one back, and with no advantage accruing, will return for the free kick for the visitors. Now Kruger. Now Teagle. She's come into the game a bit more in the last 10 minutes. She'll have to get back and defend. Rose holding the ball up. Now here comes Lions with Norrie. Hecker's outside. She find the weight on the pass for Gunston. She just couldn't hit through the ball. Riding. Chested down by Rashid, but Can only play it over the sideline. Rashid gives away the free kick there to Gunston, as seeing that desperation continuing to rise with Gold Coast United. Wherever that one goes, and Riding, she's rounded the keeper and puts the game to bed. Tegan Riding, calm as you like, has her second. And it was a free kick from Blissett, lofted into the box over the head of just about everyone, and nobody tracked the run of Tegan Riding. Oh, it is 2-0 to Lions, and the way they've closed out this second half, I feel like it's probably the margin they deserve. They were given a solid run in the first half. Oh, it's just unable to capitalise on their chances, and well, it's almost go for broke time for Gold Coast. Heavy touch by Keast. Looks like Lions are on their way to another 3 points. Hayashi. And Rose taking the shot on from range, but just not enough purchase on that one. And Chappell has done exactly what's been asked of her. And Norrie still full of running, getting it out to Hecker. And here it falls now for Hecker. She goes by Fryer, and now back for Gunston. Still there for Hecker, but I believe Fryer plays it off Gunston for the goal kick. Lions just continue to pile up the pressure down this end of the pitch. Dale with the double deflection, with final touch coming off Keast. Looks like the wait for Gold Coast's first win will have to continue on at least for another 7 days. Keast and Hecker coming together with the advantage for Lions. Beautiful ball out now as Hecker trying to unleash Norrie. The high foot is what was called there against the recently returned Traveller. After the amount of football Marielle Hecker has played in the last 2 years, I don't think anyone would begrudge her chance to head home and recharge for the run home. Thompson just shunted off the ball by Thompson. D. Thompson shoved off by Tegan Thompson. I probably should have clarified that one. A frustrating night for Gold Coast. They had their chances in the first half, but unable to make anything happen. Fryer stepping out now, and she could go for a run. She'll get around Clough and drill it into the box, but Blissett and Rose all wrapped up. And a frustrating pass there by Rashid. Saw Riding think about the hat trick. And ball goes for Rashid and trying to get it to Dale, but he didn't quite spot Tegan Riding. He's now scored 5 career goals against Gold Coast United. Ishimori might have also been withdrawn. And the pressure on Fryer forces the clearance over the sideline. And it's Tara O'Keefe who has come on, jersey number 11. And here she is on the ball now, O'Keefe. And the throw-in is eventually signalled for the home side. Gunston with Hecker steaming forward into the box, but Gunston, she might try and go herself and fires it straight at Donahoe. Roll through now for Donahoe. Upcoming fixtures for Gold Coast United. Next Sunday they are heading up the M1, a long way up the M1 to take on Sunshine Coast Wanderers. And they'll be back home on the 25th to play the QAS. And then Sunday the 3rd of July, they are heading back up to Ballinger Park to take on Sunshine Coast Wanderers in the Kappa Women's Super Cup quarter-final. Meanwhile, for Lions, they've got to almost make it 3-0 there. It's Kruger freed up Riding, and she put that one on a platter for Gunston. And just found the space between Rashid and Adamson. The Lions' next game is Saturday the 18th. They're at home to Capalaba. Saturday the 25th at home to Moreton Bay. Tuesday 28th, a Kappa Women's Super Cup quarterfinal against Olympic. And then Saturday the 2nd of July, they'll be taking on Olympic again. So twice in the space of about 5 days. They'll take on Olympic. The home game is the Cup quarterfinal, and here is Dale taking the shot there. And then they'll play Olympic away in the league on the Saturday. Some of the other results from NPL women's this weekend. Sunshine Coast Wanderers 3-2 over the QAS. Capalaba 2-1 at Easts. This match is likely to finish 2-0. We don't want to go the commentator's curse just yet. And then kicking off about half an hour ago, the final game, Souths against Moreton Bay on the synthetic pitch at Wakeley Park. You can catch every match of the NPL Women's Competition live and on demand on FQTV. And the Lions pushing forward again, Teagle. Plays back, keeping it going there, and riding is Feld on the edge of the box. Check out the replay. Teagle back now. Hecker. And it's just a little push in the back there from Farmer. So it's Hecker and riding. And if it were me, I would be expecting riding to take this and try and complete her hat-trick. Hecker runs by and riding strikes and off the deflection. It looks like Tiana Karabas has got the final touch. And it is 3-0 to Lions. And all 3 points are heading back to Richlands. So we'll credit that one for the time being to riding, giving her the hat-trick on the day. But that may be overruled. And I think that strike was technically on target. And now Kruger on the ball, and the Lions are looking for another one just for good measure, but Kruger's run comes to an end with Dale. And here she is again, Kruger, with riding straight through the middle, riding, getting the shot. And that one will just roll wide. We're in the 93rd minute as Gold Coast putting into the ball, Fryer. They'll launch it forward, but Clough, who's through a litany of work, chasing down Rose, Thompson and company. Hayashi. Farmer, just riding the challenge of Gunston. Adamson. Chappell sends that one on, and that will wrap up another 3 points for Lions FC. What we'll call a Tegan riding hat-trick has gotten them by a gallant Gold Coast United side who will feel like they were just a little bit off today, but they certainly had their chances in the first half. Either way, that will wrap us up from Copplick Family Sports Park. I'm James Coughlin. This has been a production of Double Take Sports. We'll see you later.
Scored Copplick Family Park, Lions 3.